Horses are on the sidewalk.
While being secure in the fact that their humanity is unassailable. For too long, we have allowed the word patriotism to be defined in the world supreme as blind of venting loyalty. We have allowed the word American to be defined with assimilation and homogeneity as the overarching premises.
You are the change! You are Battle Creek! Why is he here? He has nothing for us! Nothing! Look around, where's the jobs? Living wage jobs! The suffering is wide and deep. Thank you! Continue to move forward and progress.
From Merriam-Webster. A, something that produces good or helpful effects or promotes well-being. B, useful aid. C, financial assistance in times of hardship and instability. I think that we should all be in it for something that produces good and helpful effects and promotes well-being. We as a nation decided that people who cannot financially support themselves should not starve, should not be homeless, and should not suffer and die from treatable and preventable illness and injury. That is social security. That is keeping society secure.
And they want to take it away.
They keep using it for everything else. Yep. Now you know what it's intended for.
The worst part about this administration is that permissions have been granted to belittle and dehumanize across the board.
That's right.
Race, gender, orientation, ability, religion, all of it. We marginalized people have to stand up for our rights because they are being taken away, and a lot of us have bodies in which standing is difficult or even impossible.
Yes.
With regards to immigration, there is a lot of rhetoric about desirability. The talk is about employability or education as opposed to public charge. Public charge is a demoralizing way to say that we are a financial loss.
It is executed locally daily.
People who cost money are not welcome in this country. That does not feel great for those of us who are already here. I am in a position of relative privilege. I am not the target of systemic racism. My immigration status is secure. Doctors aren't confused about my genitals. These are hurdles that I don't face, and I am tired. My family usually celebrates the secular elements of Christmas, and by the way, yeah, we say happy holidays because we have friends who celebrate other holidays, plus, New Year's. But anyway, we usually celebrate the secular parts of Christmas, and this year I decided that putting up a tree was just too much work. It takes a lot of effort, to string the ornaments and hang the lights, and anyway, I told her I just don't have it in me this year. And she is 9, and she cried. I am going to disappoint my daughter a lot because getting through the day is really hard for me. It's exhausting. And I'm going to disappoint her about things that are a lot more important than holiday cheer. For her entire life, she is going to be handicapped by my disability. So I thought it would be better for her if I were dead.
No.
Community!
No. Help each other.
So the really good part of this story is that my friends came over and put up my tree.
Yeah!
And they tried to secretly decorate, but the kids were being noisy, so my daughter went out and played with them.
For the kids!
Yeah, it was awesome. It was adorable. So I lied about the worst part of this administration being their mindset. To be fair, it's all pretty terrible and extremes are difficult to compare. Here's one thing that the Trump administration cut. Free hot lunch at school. My daughter receives this benefit.
What?
Yeah.
What?
This past week.
I
So,
was raised on it.
what?
I was raised on free lunch.
Yeah, it insulates my daughter from my medical expenses. For example, Parkinson's disease disrupts dopamine transfer. In some cases, it's because the infrastructure and policies of this world are not developed with our bodies in mind. We have to adjust and contort ourselves to get through this obstacle course that is society. And when your body or mind does not function in the way that this world was built for, you have to speak up for yourself for everything.
Work every day. You are not alone. This guy does not discriminate.
Discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation or gender identity. On September 7th, 2017, the Justice Department filed another legal brief arguing for a constitutional right for businesses to discriminate on the basis of sexual orientation or gender identity. On October 15th, 2017, the Justice Department sent out another memo that says that federal law does not protect transgender individuals. January 18th, 2018, the Department of Health and Human Services opened a Consciousness and Religious Freedom Division that will promote discrimination by healthcare providers to those who cite religious or moral reasons for denying care. And I could keep going on. There's plenty of instances. But just this month, the Department of Health and Human Services announced it would not enforce and plan to repeal regulations prohibiting discrimination based on gender identity, sexual orientation, and religion in the Human Health Services grant programs. This includes many programs that address HIV, opioid crisis, youth homelessness, and millions of dollars that could protect homeless LGBTQ youth. This administration has consistently shown they have no intention of creating a country that embraces its LGBTQ citizens. It must be clearly stated that this administration has intentionally and explicitly gone out of its way to go after the rights of transgender and gender nonconforming individuals.
Helicopter. This is the part of town where the Trump supporters are. They have kind of like blocked off streets and vendors with fires, and they gave them food. They treated, I guess they had breakfast for them this morning. They got treated a lot differently than the rest of us out in the cold. Anyway, I'll show you down this street. They've got it blocked off, but you'll see they got a great big ambulance down there, medical care, and there's their little circus down there. There's all the little Trump people down there. They're having lots of fun. We got fire pits and lots of police and sheriff's department, state cops, posses. They're out in force, and they were very polite. They did not bother us. They were there to keep the peace. And there's Kellogg Arena. That's where Trump is, and Trump's up there. Now Trump's over there. Police, please, look at all this, every police. Oh my gosh, this is like the police parking lot. Oh, can you imagine what this costs for these stupid rallies? All those police, can you imagine the cost of that? Oh my God. Taxpayers, you are paying for Trump. You are really paying for Trump.